Hi, today I'm going to be making a chicken and vegetable hot pot, just with things that I've got lying around in the fridge and in the cupboards. So we're going to start off by sauteing some onions, then we'll go in with some garlic, chilli and some bay leaves, some leeks, got some chopped carrots there and some chopped butternut squash and our chopped chicken. And then after, I'll be making a sauce using some flour, some green peppercorn mustard, some seasoning. We've got there salt, black pepper, paprika, chili powder and a bit of cinnamon, some soy sauce and some vegetable stock, and then top off with the potato slices. So let's get cooking. So to start with, just going to melt down about 2 tablespoons of butter before I add the onions. Okay, as you can see, that's melted down nicely, so I'm going to add in the red onions now. So while the onions and everything else will start to cook down, I've actually put the oven on 180 Faran, so it can start to warm up when we're ready to put the hot pot tray into the oven. Okay, so the onions are starting to colour nicely, so I'm just going to add in garlic, chilli and some bay leaves. I'm also going to go in with the leeks and let those cook down for a bit before I add the other vegetables. That's been cooking for a couple of minutes now. I'm going to add in the fillets and the butternut squash. And I'm just going to give that a stir, and then we're going to cover the pan and let that cook until the vegetables have softened slightly. So this has been cooking for about 5 to 7 minutes and the vegetables are, I would say, about halfway cooked. So I'm going to add in the chicken now. Just going to give that a quick stir and then just cook this now until the chicken is cooked through. And it smells amazing already. Okay, so the vegetables, the chicken's cooked and the vegetables are also cooked through. They're nice and tender. Going to put a knife in to go through easily. So we're going to start kind of like the roux process for a bit of gravy. So I'm going to start off with sprinkling some flour. I'm just going to mix that flour through. So the flour has been cooking amongst all the vegetables for a bit, and obviously that's going to help us to get a really nice kind of thick, clingy gravy to the hot pot. I'm going to just go in with my vegetable stock now. It's about 500 millilitres approximately. Okay, so this is starting to thicken up nicely. The gravy that's kind of formed is just like kind of clinging to the chicken and the vegetables. So time to add in the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to go in with my 1 tablespoon of green pepper mustard, all my seasonings, salt, pepper, chili powder, paprika, smoked paprika, cinnamon, some thyme, and actually I'm going to substitute the soy sauce for some Maggie liquid seasoning, only 1 teaspoon because that is quite salty and we've got stock in there as well, so I don't want the dish to become overly salty. Look at that. That's definitely not looking bland and boring anymore. All the spices I've gone into the sauce with the dried thyme. The bay leaves have released all of their oils and flavours, and the mustard is doing its thing. So I'm going to have a quick taste, just make sure everything is okay before that then goes into the baking tray. Okay, so the filling is now in the baking tray and it tastes amazing. I can't explain to you, all of the flavours have just they've just kind of like melted into everything, the spices, the onions, the leeks, the garlic, and it's a really tasty flavoursome filling. So the next step is we're going to layer on our potatoes, which I've sliced on the mandolin, and then we're just going to brush that with some melted butter on top. So I'll show you what that looks like afterwards. And there we go. So I've just layered up all the potato slices, just overlapping them, and it's been brushed with some melted butter, which is just glistening. That's ready now for the oven, and it's going to go in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes until the potatoes are a golden brown and cook through. Here it is, golden and bubbly and looking nice. So give this hot pot a go. It's not your conventional hot pot with the typical ingredients, but it's going to taste fantastic nonetheless.